and we are joined now by Jaques Paisner, who is here from the Santa Fe Independent Film Festival. Jaques, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks,
Welcome to the show. So you guys start tonight, 6:30 p.m.
Tonight is opening night. It's going to be a pretty exciting kickoff with The Tribe, a film by Miroslav Slabishpitsky. This is the New Mexico premiere, one of the few screenings in the U.S. of this film, and we're so happy to have it. And, you know, really one of the top art house films of the year, something that you're going to see win awards this winter in Palm Springs, and likely even an Oscar nomination.
Oh, wow, okay.
Hopefully a win.
And we get it first here in Santa Fe. So I've heard this this festival described as sort of a baby Sundance. Do you guys embrace that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was IndieWire magazine. They came out and covered the fest for 2013, and you know, called it a young Sundance, compared it to the early days of Toronto. So that was a really great article, and IndieWire will be covering the fest again this year. The Albuquerque Journal just proclaimed it the next Sundance, and you know, we're not shying away from that. We think you know, you hear about film festivals in mountain towns like Park City or Telluride, and Santa Fe has more to offer than either of those cities.
Absolutely,
and
I think so too.
It should have a comparable film fest, and that's where we come in.
So 6 years in, starting to get some fantastic press coverage, it looks like, garner some attention, which is really great. Win some recognition, not just for Santa Fe, but also for, I think, the quality of the films that you're showing. And tell us a little about how this got started, what the genesis was for the film festival.
It was began in 2009 as a fringe fest, and by 2011 was the biggest event in the state of its kind. We sold out the Lensic for the first time in 2011, and have continued to do 3 nights in a row at the Lensic ever since.
Gotcha.
And we're looking at 3 really exciting ones this year, including Olive Kitteridge, presented by HBO on Thursday. Friday will be The Homesman, directed by Tommy Lee Jones, and a lot of cast and crew will be there. And Saturday we've got a award ceremony followed by Elsa and Fred, starring Shirley MacLaine, and we'll be awarding Shirley MacLaine and George R.R. Martin with Lifetime Achievement Awards. And we'll have 3 other awardees that night. Ted Hope, producer of 70 independent films, great ones including In the Bedroom and American Splendor. And also Imogene Hughes, who's a local darling who owns Bonanza Creek Ranch and has really shaped what we see in filmmaking in New Mexico, really been that location where you saw Lonesome Dove and so many others. And also Hampton Sides, the author of Blood and Thunder, and you know, really just a wonderful guy.
Fantastic. And so you guys are filming, or you're screening films at the CCA, at the Lensic,
the Jean Cocteau.
All right. Anywhere else?
And the Screen.
And the Screen. Okay, fantastic. How many movies are we looking at for the festival this year?
It's over 100 films and events. That's nearly 40 feature films, so more hours of programming than we've ever done. And along with the Lensic, the CCA, Jean Cocteau, and the Screen, representatives of the Violet Crown currently being built will be there. Yeah,
right, yeah, absolutely.
And you know, once that's built, we'll have more screens per capita than New York City. And we're going to continue our effort to highlight Santa Fe as a city with great theaters and get people to come here to see movies.
I like it. And it's not just feature-length films, it's short films.
Yeah, there's about 55 short films over about 7 programs, and those begin tonight with New Mexico Shorts at 10 after 9 at CCA. And we've also got a after party following that at Zia Diner, and there's going to be some special tasty, delectable treats that have been cooked up by their chef there.
They do a great job over there.
Yeah, and it continues throughout the week with parties every night, including Skylight is hosting a VIP party. Gary Farmer and the Troublemakers will play at the beginning of that, and it'll go into a very special alchemy with Sol Bentley and Joe Ray Sandoval.
Cool, very cool.
So yeah, that's certainly one not to be missed. And Friday following the Homesman, we've got a really great party at the Palace.
Okay,
and Chongo is going to be the band that night.
Nice, all right. Some good events to make it out for, too.
Yeah, and some amazing guests. You know, Ted Hope is going to be here doing the keynote at our Filmmakers Brunch. He's going to be doing a master's discussion and selling copies of his book at the CCA. And Ted Hope's somebody who, he's really going to influence the future of film and how we see him with his company Fandor. and somebody who we're just so glad he's coming to Santa Fe to be a part of what we do, and we're hoping that partnership will keep continuing.
Very cool. What else is going on aside from so I know you have some master's discussions, you have some panelists, you have some speeches, some lectures. What are some of the other things that are not exactly film screening, but are...
There's an event on the plaza celebrating the plight of the American wild horse. There's a book signing at Collected Works with Max Evans about Sam Peckinpah and his new book with Robert Knott. So, I mean, there's all these different events, including the panel on filmmaking in the 90s with Lee Daniel, the cinematographer of Boyhood and Dazed and Confused.
Yes, sir.
Penn Densham, he's the writer of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, if you remember that one, but also wrote for Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. And he's going to be on that panel, but he's also hosting the master's discussion with George R.R. Martin. Hampton Sides will be giving a master's discussion hosted by Kirk Ellis, the Emmy Award winner, and of course, chair of the Arts Commission.
And local Santa Fe, yeah, absolutely.